Good evening, welcome to episode 14 of I'm Not Confined, but I Probably Should Be. Tonight, the Peter Paul Kid channel, brought to you by YouTube, presents our newest series. I am your host, PPK the Thespian. To begin, what is theater? R-E, not E-R. Theater, E-R, is just a building. Theater, R-E, is a concept. You go to theater to experience theater. Theater is art. Art is communication. Communication is community. Community is life. Therefore, theater is life. The place where communication, community, entertainment, enlightenment, and emotion converge. In this series, we will endeavor to bring you all that theater can offer in a very small package. We shall present to you abridged versions of some of the greatest cinematic masterpieces of all time theatrically. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Action Figure Theater. Theater is a living, breathing form of entertainment, and as such it has rough edges and may contain imperfections that other entertainment mediums do not have. That is part of its appeal. It is humanized. No person is perfect, and no live performance is perfect. With that said, we offer to you our pilot episode with all its flaws on display. We give to you the Disney animation masterpiece, Frozen, in under 20 minutes.
Young Anna can't sleep, so she pesters Elsa into waking up to play with her.
The sky is awake, so am I.
Elsa uses her ice powers to create snow for them to play with. They make a snowman.
His name is Olaf, and he likes warm hugs. I love you, Olaf.
Then, accidentally, Anna falls and Elsa tries to catch her with her powers, but instead freezes her head.
Oh no, Mama, Papa. I got you, Anna.
The family go to the trolls for help.
Good it is her head you hit, not her heart. Very hard to convince is the heart. Magic and memories of magic I will take from her.
She won't remember my magic?
For the best it is. Great power you have. Control it you must. Fear leads to panic. Panic leads to ice. Ice leads to suffering.
So the family returns to the castle and their lives, with Anna not remembering Elsa's power. They lock the gates to the castle and limit all outside interactions. Elsa is terrified of her growing power now that she knows what it can do. She shuts herself inside her room, cut off from everyone, especially Anna, who doesn't understand. She just wants her sister to be like she was. She remembers the fun and good times they had together. She just doesn't remember Elsa's magic.
We used to be best buddies, but now we're not. I wish you could tell me why. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, bye.
Then tragedy hits, and the king and queen, Anna and Elsa's parents, are lost at sea. This means that Elsa is now queen and must be coronated, which means opening the palace and having an official state ceremony with lots of people in the public. Anna is thrilled by the idea of people in the palace, but it fills Elsa with dread. The day of the coronation arrives, and while Elsa is steeling herself to be strong and aloof, shutting everyone and everything out, don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel. Anna's running around the castle imagining meeting everyone, and maybe even meeting the one.
For the first time in forever. For the first time in forever. Nothing's in my way.
And then she's literally run into by Prince Hans of the Southern Isles.
This is awkward. Not you're awkward. I'm awkward. You're gorgeous. Wait, what?
I'd like to formally apologize for running into the Princess of Arendelle with my horse.
Don't worry. I'm not that princess. I'm the other one. If it was my sister, then geez, but I'm just me.
Just you?
Heavy sigh.
The bell starts ringing and Anna runs off. Elsa is crowned, and afterwards there is a huge party where Anna is able to talk to Elsa for the first time in years. It seems like their bond has not suffered from the time of separation. They are introduced to the Duke of Weaseltown.
Wesselton!
He wants to gather information on Arendelle, his most valuable trade partner. So he offers to take Queen Elsa on her first dance as queen. Elsa politely refuses.
I don't dance, but my sister does. I what?
Lucky you. If you swoon, let me know. I'll catch you.
Why did they close the gates, do you know?
No.
They don't call me the Little Dipper for nothing. When the dance was over, Anna rejoined her sister.
This is so nice. I wish it could be like this all the time. Me too. But it can't. Why not? It just can't.
Anna leaves her and meets back up with Hans, and they wander the palace and gardens together, getting to know each other.
Can I say something crazy?
I love crazy.
Love is an open
door.
Love is an open
door. I mean, it's crazy. We finish each other's.
sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say.
I never met someone who thinks so much like me.
Jinx.
Jinx again.
Love is an open door.
Door.
Can I say something crazy? Will you marry me?
Can I say something crazier? Yes.
Aw, isn't that sweet? The newly engaged couple run off to tell Elsa their good news. She is not pleased.
The party is over. Close the gates.
Anna argues with her. Elsa becomes emotional and her powers erupt, ice shooting out everywhere. Frightened of her powers, some run and others chase after her. Anna tries to catch Elsa, but Elsa runs out of the castle and into the wilderness as all of Arendelle's fjords freeze. And snow starts to cover everything. The Duke of Weaseltown, Wesselton, wants to hunt Elsa down, but Anna stops him, saying the whole incident was her own fault for upsetting her sister. She resolves to bring her back. She enlists her new fiancé, Hans, to keep watch over the kingdom while her and Elsa are away. Cut to the wilderness. Elsa climbs a snowy mountain, deciding to exile herself away in punishment for not being able to control her true nature.
A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried.
But she realizes that for the first time in her life, she is truly free, and she allows herself to explore all her potential.
Well, now they know, let it go, let it go. No holding back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
On a whim, she creates ice crystal spirals and crystalline staircases. She recreates Olaf from her childhood and forges a magnificent ice palace that she literally grows out of the top of a mountain.
I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go. Let it go. And I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go. Let it go. That perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
At the bottom of the mountain, Anna wanders the forest seeking her sister. A falling snowbank spooks her horse, which bucks her and runs off. Anna is left cold, wet, and on foot, and still dressed in her party clothes. She eventually comes across Wandering Oaken's trading post in Sauna. Woohoo! Big summer blowout! Anna gets herself some proper winter clothes when Kristoff enters, the ice salesman.
Ooh, that is a rough business to be in right now. I mean, really, that's unfortunate.
He is covered in snow and ice. He tells Anna the strange weather is coming from the top of the mountain and tries to buy carrots and mountaineering gear, but Oaken has raised the prices outside his means. Anna buys him all his items in exchange for him and his reindeer, Sven, taking her up the mountain. Why'd the queen go all freeze happy?
That was my fault. I had gotten engaged and she wouldn't bless the marriage because we just met that day.
Wait, you got engaged to someone you just met that day?
Yes?
Hold on. You're going to marry someone you just met that day?
Yes, please pay attention. She tried to walk away, so I grabbed at her and I pulled her glove off. How was I supposed to know? I mean, she always wore them. I thought she had a thing about dirt.
And then a pack of hungry wolves began chasing them through the snow. They jumped a gorge to escape, but lost their sled in the process. Anna promised Kristoff she'd replace the sled and all his belongings. The trio continued the journey up the North Mountain, until they came across a glittering orchard of frozen icicle trees.
Ooh,
As they admired the trees, they were surprised to meet a walking, talking, alive snowman, which freaks them out.
Ah!
You're creepy.
I don't want it.
Please don't drop me.
Back at ya.
We got off to a bad start.
The snowman introduces himself as Olaf, and Anna remembers him.
Hi, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
They tell Olaf they need to find Elsa so she can bring back summer, and Olaf crows about how much he's always liked the idea of summer.
Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. Oh, the sky will be blue, and you guys will be there too. When I finally do what frozen things do in summer.
I'm gonna tell him.
Don't you dare. In summer.
Meanwhile, back in Arendelle, Hans is looking after the people, handing out blankets and keeping fires fed, while the Duke of Weaseltown, Weaselton, continues to cast blame. When Anna's horse returns, Hans rides off, fearing her to be in danger. Two of the men who accompany him are from Weaseltown, Weaselton, and they have orders to kill Queen Elsa if they can. Pum pum pum. Back at the top of the mountain, Anna, Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf make it to the Ice Palace. Now that's ice. I'm gonna cry.
Go ahead. I won't judge.
They reach the door and Anna hesitates.
Knock. Just knock. Why isn't she knocking? Do you think she knows how to knock?
She knocks, and the door opens. Anna enters the palace and is met with its splendor when Elsa comes to her. Anna apologizes for causing Elsa to run. Elsa says there's nothing to apologize for, and
You mean well, but leave me be. Yes, I'm alone, but I'm alone and free. Just stay away and you'll be safe from me.
then Anna tells her the whole truth about how her ice powers have sent the whole kingdom into an eternal winter. This makes Elsa very sad and sends her into a shame spiral, where for an instant she loses control of her powers and sends freezing glass in all directions, with one striking Anna in the chest. Kristoff and Olaf come running in and find Anna on the ground. Elsa tells them to leave, and Anna refuses. So Elsa creates a giant snow monster. Uh-oh. The snow monster carries them outside and throws them out bodily.
Don't you dare.
Oh, here we go.
Watch out for my butt.
Ooh. It is not nice to throw people.
Whoa, 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 feisty pants. And she throws a snowball at the giant snowman, who does not react well. He ends up chasing them over a cliff. After a soft landing on a fresh bit of snow, they begin to try and look for their next plan. And then, Kristoff notices that Anna's hair is turning white because Elsa struck her with ice. Kristoff takes Anna to see his adopted family, whom he's seen deal with this type of thing before. You see, as a child, he watched as the trolls healed Anna from Elsa's magic the first time. And once it was all done, they found him hiding in the bushes, and then they claimed him as their own. You know, like you do. It's the Hansel and Gretel method of adoption. You find it in the woods, you can keep it. Once our heroes reach the trolls got the wrong idea, thinking Anna and Kristoff should be a couple.
So he's a bit of a fixer-upper, but this we're certain of. You can fix this fixer-upper up with a little bit of love.
Anna begins to get weaker and nearly passes out. Grandpappy Troll rolls in and examines her.
In great danger you are. Ice your sister has put in your heart. To ice you will turn.
But can you save her?
Save her I cannot. Thaw a frozen heart only an act of true love can.
They decide they need true love's kiss, so Kristoff grabs Anna and they hurry back to Arendelle and Hans. Back at the Ice Palace, Hans and his companions have arrived, where the men from Weaseltown, Weaselton, make it inside and attempt to assassinate Queen Elsa. In the fight, she is knocked out, captured, and returned to the dungeons of Arendelle, where Hans pleads with her to stop the winter, but Elsa doesn't know how. She begs him to let her go so she can get far away and hopefully take the winter with her. He leaves, promising he'll try. Kristoff reaches the castle with Anna, where she is brought to Hans. She explains she needs true love's kiss, but just before he kisses her, he pulls away.
If only there was someone out there who loved you.
What? Oh no! He's the bad guy! He explains that everything he's done is in order to get a kingdom of his own since his 12 brothers would rule before him. He reveals he had planned to woo Elsa, but she was frigid. No pun intended. But Anna, she was so desperate she'd marry someone she just met. He planned to stage an accident for Elsa at some point so he could ascend to the kinghood. He leaves Anna unkissed and locks her in a room, claiming that now he has all he needs to condemn Elsa, who remains a prisoner. Hans tells the officials that Anna has died, but that they'd said their wedding vows before she passed. His first act as new ruler is to sentence Queen Elsa to death. In the dungeon, terrified of her powers causing them to become further out of control, Elsa is able to freeze her chains and the walls containing her, allowing her to escape into the storm. Sven, very aggravated that Kristoff left Anna, refuses to let Kristoff leave the kingdom, instead dragging him back. But when Kristoff sees the giant storm being created by Elsa's fear, he doesn't need convincing anymore, and they both rush back to the castle and Anna. Olaf finds Anna in the locked room, where he puts himself in danger by setting a fire to keep her warm.
Some people are worth melting for.
They talk about Hans's betrayal, and Olaf clues Anna in on Kristoff's sacrifice for her, and how that is something you do when you love someone.
Kristoff loves me? Wow, you really don't know anything about love, do you?
Anna and Olaf run out of the castle to meet with the approaching Kristoff and Sven, who they saw running in from the forest through the window. As Kristoff runs across the frozen fjord on Sven's back, Anna stumbles on foot, slowly freezing. Hans stalks Elsa also out on the frozen fjord.
Elsa, you can't run away from this.
Just take care of my sister.
Your sister?
She returned from the mountain weak and cold. She said that you froze her heart.
No.
I tried to save her, but it was too late. Her skin was ice, her hair turned white. Your sister is dead because of you.
Oh.
And with that heartbreak, the storm stopped. Anna, only a short distance away, could see Kristoff running to her, but she could also see Elsa crumpled and crying on the ground as Hans unsheathed his sword, ready to strike her down. Anna ran to the sword, and as she turned completely to ice, placed herself in between Hans and Elsa, blocking the strike with her own body. The blade of the sword shattered upon her crystalline hand. Crash! Elsa embraced her frozen sister, and as she sobbed against the ice, it changed back to living flesh.
You sacrificed yourself for me. I love you.
An act of true love will thaw a frozen heart. With those words from the snowman, Elsa knew how to control her powers. With love. Hans was sent home in disgrace to face the justice of his 12 big brothers. The Duke of Weaselton, was cast out as well, with the message that Arendelle will henceforth and forever no longer do business of any sort with Weaseltown. Weaselton! It's Weaselton! And Anna gave Kristoff his new sled, with him being named the new official Arendelle Ice Master and Deliverer.
It even has a cup holder. Do you like it?
Like it? I love it! I could kiss you! I'd like to. May we? Wait, what?
We may.
Olaf got to see summer flowers, and Elsa swore to keep the gates to the castle open permanently, and they lived happily ever after, until a voice called Elsa from the darkness.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed Action Figure Theater Frozen in under 20 minutes. This has been episode 14 of I'm Not Confined, but I Probably Should Be. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm PPK the Thespian. Have a great evening.